It's a war against the taxi industry or what you're battling. Talk about that and how you are going to deal with it.
When we started Uber, it wasn't about a battle or a war, but that war or battle has been brought to us. And I think for too long, we were sort of tech geeks that didn't realize the battle was happening, or really what I like to call a political campaign, right? So we didn't realize it, but we're in this political campaign, and the candidate is Uber, and the opponent is an asshole named Taxi, right? And we were in that political campaign. We didn't even know it, and so this guy named Taxi's like throwing mud at us.
Right.
And
he's the old line. He's the old line.
You know, nobody likes him. He's not a very nice character. People don't like what he does, but he's so woven into the political fabric and machinery that lots of people owe him favors, and he keeps paying, so the political machinery likes him. And so they're also very good at throwing mud, and then if you don't know you're in that political campaign, then the mud is just on you, and then you start looking dirty. And so what we have to do in realizing that we're in this campaign is we have to start fighting in that campaign. We have to first wash that mud off, and then, of course, guess what? And this is the part that I'm not yet totally comfortable with, but I think we kind of have to be there in some fashion. So we have to bring out the truth about how dark and how dangerous and evil the taxi side of things is.
So throw mud.
We have to do that. Yeah.
So let's get into a couple other things. Your funding. You're raising it off. Speaking of war, you have a chest.
A chest.
You have a big one from Google.
I have a big chest.
Yes, you do. It's you're raising money right now. Not the biggest secret in the world.
Yeah, that's not the biggest secret in the world. We are raising money right now.
And at what valuation would you like to tell the world?
A large one.
Okay. The last one was a large one.
This one could be record-breaking.
Okay. Would you give a number?
I think folks have seen what's been reported. A lot of things.
You have Google has a big stake in you.
They have a small stake
in you. So would you sell to Google to become their reservation system for this?
You know, I get this question a lot.
Yeah. Well, you should.
Yeah, I mean, the way
when I saw it for the first time, I turned to the guy and said, you need to buy Uber tomorrow.
The way I think of it is like you just asked a happily married man who his next wife is going to be.
So who's your next wife going to be?
I'm happily married, and that's very insulting, Kara.
Okay. So what is your... She just ruined the best quote from my story. I'm still going to use it. What... Oh, goodness.
Got you.
You did get...
Got you.
All right.
I'm going to do a victory lap.
Okay.
Scott Kern, Keep. Love what you do, love that it's disruptive, understand totally that you need to be at war and have that attitude. And hopefully I'm wrong about this, and I respect surge pricing, and I totally respect you teaching the world about supply and demand. Makes total sense. Is it true that you take, and I get that surge pricing is to get the driver's butt off the couch and onto the street at specific times, but I heard that you take 10%, and it seems to me if that's true, that's stupid, with all due respect. Do that 2 or 3 years from now. You're at war with all these people. Don't be a dick. You don't need the 10%. Do you take 10%?
We take 20%.
You're at war prematurely with your customers.
Sorry about that.